Related to that is this idea of getting traction fast. And that sounds like one of these things that's like, oh, remember to succeed. I mean, it's not a stupid thing like that, I promise. This is about kind of a framework of approaching the way you do your stuff at your startup, which is, hypothesis testing, minimum viable product. I mentioned minimum viable product earlier. The idea there is you really get very clear thinking. You cut scope on what you're trying to build, and so a small number of people can build it very, very quickly. So you can get into market and actually learn, do people want this thing? And once you get into the market, you actually start getting all this feedback, and you can adjust course. And those are decision points you won't be able to make until you're in market. So if you're sitting and working on your product for like 2 or 3 years, getting no feedback, you're just putting yourself at much higher risk. And it's almost always because of the point of view. It's like the person doesn't have the coefficient dialed up high enough and getting traction fast. That's really the lesson here is turn that in your like own personal fitness function, turn the coefficient really high on getting feedback from the market for what you're building. Even if what you build isn't actually the product. Like if you just want to test a hypothesis, you could build something completely different, put it in market, get the feedback, and then throw the product away and build something else. But that learning is unbelievably valuable. That's one of the ways you create value. And when you do have to put capital in the company, you retain a much larger piece of ownership because people see that you're right. They're not making as much of a gamble because you've been able to actually attract attention and usage of your product.